What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of the name Zoro? Let me tell you what I see. A man who loved to battle and craved an honest duel. He turned his weakness and lack of focus into sheer determination and discipline. When the path was blocked, Roronoa Zoro used whatever was at his disposal. It didn't matter if you faced him one-on-one or all together. Whether it was on air, in movement, on the sea, or on the ship. Even in the water, Zoro is prepared. The man does not flinch. He does not know how to surrender, or when to give up. Zoro is a warrior built to handle pain, suffering, and abuse. Each time he is kicked or thrown around, he always lands on his feet. He is able to endure any strike. Zoro is a mechanical robot, a soldier on a mission. Once he wraps his bandana, nothing can stop him from fighting. No one can stand between him and his destiny. Not normal thugs, nor high-ranking dragons. Zoro will slice through anything in front of him. Be it iron or steel, rubber, and paramecium devil fruits. Be it cannonballs or cannons. Zoan devil fruits and cipher pole agents. Direct attacks from the legend Garp. Whatever is in the sight of this man is done for. No one is safe from his gaze. No, not even celestial dragons. Zoro does not discriminate based on status, gender, affiliation, distance, or even habitat. It does not matter to Zoro if you are a Lunarian or a terrifying emperor. Zoro will stare you down and slice through you. Dearly, he is the most loyal friend you could ask for. It is true that he had his weak points, and that he was defeated honorably, but he has his moments. Zoro is him. He looked up and had a dream. A dream he preached since day one. He swore to the heavens the day his friend passed away. He vowed to be the strongest and refused to die till he fulfilled the promise. He swore it with his life in front of a credible and well-respected swordsman. A man he not only revered, but feared. When Zoro leapt into the air to protect the citizens from the meteorite, he was daring to accomplish the impossible, but ended up falling short. He had to be shown what true power looked like. Power beyond his wildest imagination. When he struggled to win against the baboons, he was humble enough to ask for help. Zoro might be powerful and scary, but he has seen what it feels like to be helpless, fragile, completely and utterly weak. From a young age, he has gone through debilitating hardships, nerve-wracking adventures, annoying ordeals, infuriating handicaps. He has comprehended the true value of protection and is the primary reason why he always protects the weak. He is known for giving a helping hand when needed and is the primary reason he trains on strengthening his arms. He is able to manually increase his strength and size from skinny to extra buff. Upper body and lower body, Zoro isn't just built for strength, but also for concentration and otherworldly senses. He might act a fool or seem stubbornly foolish, but his IQ is super high. He's a hunter who is able to capture his prey. He knows how to observe and analyze his opponent. Don't let his blind eye fool you into thinking he is impaired. Zoro will dodge anything you throw at him. No, seriously, look back and check. Zoro will dodge anything. Sure, he chooses to block when he needs to, but for the majority of times, you always see him jumping around, finding a gap in between the attack line, searching for an exploit somewhere. What makes Zoro a serious threat is his ability to close the gap. His acceleration is insane. If you drop your guard for even a slight moment, he will slice through. And if you think you can handle his full thrust, think again. Because if you do not get out of the way, you will be left like minced meat, diced and chopped up. Whatever you throw at Zoro, or whatever you shoot at him, he will either deflect it, direct the energy, match the excitement, or will slice through like a hectic bull ready to feast. The only time Zoro does not dodge an attack is when there is someone behind him. Zoro is the prime example of chivalry, a man who lives by a code and fights with principle. Zoro takes the definition of camaraderie to another level. He put himself on the line to protect Luffy from Big Mom when Luffy was on the ground recuperating, and ended up slicing through Prometheus even though he was made from blazing fire. He not only protected Luffy from Big Mom, but carried him across the battlefield during the Onigashima fight with Kaido. Yellow Haki, Green Haki, Armament Haki, Purple Haki, Conqueror's Haki, you name it, Zoro has mastered it. When Kaido kept threatening them with his dragon form, Zoro conjured a dragon of his own in retaliation. His attacks are so easy, he was actually able to cut through Kaido's hardening scales, a feat which only Odin was able to accomplish. In addition, he was able to cut through Kaido's blast breath, which was directly aimed at Luffy, and had to endure a direct strike from Big Mom. Even so, neither her lightning nor fire worked against Zoro, and is one of the reasons King struggled to defeat Zoro. Also, the fact that he couldn't catch him, Zoro was all over the place and would catch King off guard while the flames on his back were turned off. Zoro's power output has increased astronomically, from struggling to keep up with Killer, having to deal with Hawkins' broken ability, to getting wrecked by Zed and his crew. Zoro had to make a lot of sacrifices to reach the level he is at. This includes his difficult relationship with Envy, who kept draining his energy and weakening his body, causing incredible pain and agony, and even led to a clean hit from King. His swords are his main line of defense. After figuring this strategy, King tried to melt them away and shatter them. Fortunately, Zoro's resilience bought him some time. When the battle seemed like it was over and King had won, Zoro kept on pushing through, taking things one task at a time. Focus, adjust, and make history. Inherit a legacy and continue a dynasty. Slow and steady, calm and driven. If you are willing to believe in him, Zoro has your back and will stand up for you. Side by side, a new pirate era is dawning upon us. The old patriarchy is being dethroned, and a new power is emerging. Times are changing in the One Piece storyline. The end is fast approaching. A day of cataclysmic fights and mythical scenes. The discovery of the One Piece will lead to Armageddon. An ultimate battle for dominance, where only the chosen ones will come out alive. Everyone and everything else will be wiped out in the heat of the battle. After all is said and done, only the true king will remain.